Well, I got a package in the mail the other day, and I've been meaning to thank this guy. They come out of New Zealand, and it's a boot cream, Beaut Bootz. Well, this stuff is made with lanolin and natural animal fats and waxes. Well, he sent this for my new boots, those Chippewa boots. But of course, you know, it's barely above zero and I haven't had a chance to wear them. Let's see here, his channel is the Cast Bullet Kid. He also sells like bullet waxes, you know, bullet lubes, that sort of thing. Like I say, he's in New Zealand, but that always makes it difficult to ship anything. But his website is www.beavergrease.co.nz. You know, for people in New Zealand or Australia, it'd probably be easy enough to get. But like I say, he sent it for those Chippewa boots. But what I've been using it on are these, which are those Schnee boots that I really like. That, you know, I've had people ask me, I did a video like a couple years ago about these. You know, they're not a cheap boot. They're made in Montana. What I like about them, they're a pack boot, but they're a light pack boot. They've got a thinner liner than what my big heavy ones do. So for this time of year, when you're above zero but below freezing, you know, these are just the right boot. And they got a nice lugged sole, but it's the kind that uses, you know, the dots, so they shed the snow again. And it's nice because that lanolin will soften up the leather without making it too pliable. Like, okay, I normally use a lot of snow seal, but now snow seal has beeswax in it, which is fine, but in real cold temperatures, it actually stiffens your boots up. You know, it can get really stiff, though it's good stuff. But like I said, this lanolin doesn't get stiff. So I've been using that for like the last week or so, maybe 2 weeks that he sent it. It was a while ago. I keep meaning to bring this up. But I was pleased with it on my boots because, like I said, it keeps them being flexible without the stiffness that the snow seal will. Now, since it worked good on them, I thought, well, there's other things I got. So I used it on the scabbard that I used for my 4570. Because that's really heavy leather. You know, it's really heavy. So it isn't like it's going to soften it up too much. Like some things you don't want to get soft like a glove, you know. But this is so stiff, it's almost like having a hard case for it. So that didn't soften that up at all. I like that. It worked good. So after I put on this, then I decided, okay, it worked good there. A thing that I have that's made out of the exact same leather is this holster from what I got. Well, that's that heavy leather too. So I didn't want to, you know, like if you put neat's foot oil on, which I have done, that helps, but that soaks into it, you know. I wanted something that would do more of the waterproofing kind of thing. That stuff worked good for that. So, you know, thank you to him. I've been pleased with that. But like I say, you know, getting it here could be a whole other matter. You know, I know one time I had somebody from New Zealand wanted to order a rug from me. Well, when I checked in the postage, it was impossible to do. You know, it cost more to ship it than the rug was worth. Which is unfortunate. You know, it'd be nice if we could do a little better in the world trade kind of thing, but like I say, this stuff is more flexible You know, because sheep don't stiffen up in winter. You know, even now you can plow into it and it's, you know, it's below zero or right above zero right now. And I'm going out to cut wood. But I thought I should get around to mentioning that and thank him for that. But I'll put his website address in the description. Nice stuff though. Nice to see, you know, somebody doing that. But it makes sense. You know, when I think lanolin, I think some of them old hair creams like Brill cream and whatnot, I think they had lanolin in them. Pretty sure. Or I think my older brother, I think he used one called Lucky Tiger, if I remember right. But this is, it's like a grease instead of a wax. Though it evidently has some kind of wax in it. But it isn't like, because I know with snow seal, they do get stiff. And then if you put a lot on them, if you leave it on the surface, then it cracks when it tries to flex. You know, the leather doesn't crack, but the finish cracks. So I see good uses for that. Well, thank you for him.